The torrential rain that inundated Otago earlier this week has been replaced by sunshine today, but the small town of Henley is still cut off. There are 3 roads into Henley, and unless you have a 4-wheel drive or gills, none of them have been able to be crossed since the Taieri River broke its banks on Tuesday. Our Otago Southland reporter Timothy Brown managed to hitch a ride on a local farmer's 4-wheel drive to get in and meet with residents who were taking their newfound isolation in their stride.
Driving along Henley Road brings into stark focus just how bad Otago's floods have been this week. Police door-knocked residents on Tuesday to tell them to get out while they could.
We got out just in case it went into the house, just to so we didn't have to, get out in a boat or whatever. So we got out before it actually happened.
And so what time was that?
We got out we went out at lunchtime after we moved all our stock off the flat and got everything into high ground, and then we thought we'd just go up and call it a day.
That's farmer Josh Adam, who was acting as my tour guide in the area. He says it was a dramatic sight when the water came over the spillway and into the paddocks on the Taieri Plains.
It started off with a trickle, but it got pretty quick, pretty fast. It started coming up pretty quick.
The floodwaters came close to his house, but they didn't get in. And while he needs a tractor to navigate his driveway, he returned home on Wednesday. And the house itself, how's that held up?
Good, yeah. It's about 10 centimetres from going in. So last year, July, we had it come in, about an inch to come in. But this time it hasn't come in, so it's quite good. But the wool shed, it's gone about half a foot through the wool shed. That's
right. You heard correct. The locals here went through all of this only last July. Henley sits right on the banks of the Taieri River and is part of a floodplain. Those who have been here for a long time, like Jock Hardigan, say the floods are just a part of life now. So you said 30 years you've lived here?
Oh, probably 1982, I think. 1982.
Right, okay. So how often is this? I mean, there was July last year, but...
Well, we had 2, and it's been getting more regular all the time. When I first came here, I probably lived here for a few years and didn't really notice anything, and now it just seems to be a regular occurrence. So, I mean, what causes that, I don't know, but it's the river comes up pretty quick now.
Jock Hardigan says as a result, Henley's residents are always prepared.
I just have plenty of supplies in the cupboard, and can't do much about nature, can you?
And the stoic attitude of Jock and Josh is mirrored across the settlement. If you have to hold firm for another couple of days, how well placed are you?
Pretty good, yeah, pretty good. Yeah, a few of us have got 4-wheel drives and that sort of thing, so you can get around, you can give the neighbour a ring or something like that, and you can get out and do something, so yeah, it's not too bad.
That's Marty Ware. While he's struggling with a lack of a flushing toilet and a shower, his biggest concern is, I guess you could say, hydration.
The freezer's got a bit of gear in it, so we'll be right for a while. Probably running out of beer more than anything else.
So that's going to be the first trip to town, is it?
Yeah.
Though everyone has a sunny disposition to match today's sunny weather, locals say there is one antagonist in this story.
It can be avoided if the council do a bit more of their work, look after their infrastructure a bit more. We're trying to deal with them and that sort of thing, but yeah, it's hard work. They say things and never deliver, so...
He's talking about the Otago Regional Council, which manages the flood protection scheme. Others in the area also want the council to take their concerns seriously. In a statement, the ORC's Science, Hazards and Engineering Director, Gavin Palmer, says the town is uniquely positioned in terms of flood hazard, outside the flood protection scheme, and has flooded 7 times in the past 14 years. He says the council has been working with Henley residents and the Dunedin City Council to mitigate the effects of flooding by clearing culverts, drains and driveway crossings. The Dunedin City Council has yet to visit residents in the area, but its welfare manager has been in regular contact. The DCC could not say when it expected roads to reopen, other than when the water recedes. In Henley, for Checkpoint, Timothy Brown.